my comments and or questions, who knows, but it's going to be then. It's connected to our first professional speaker. And it was really interesting the moment when you summarized the common characteristic of the Austrian authors. And one characteristic, one feature, it was that a kind of rejection of so-called nationalism. And it's really a hard issue for me because in Hungarian language we can distinguish and relatively distinguish between two words. Now I say it in Hungarian, and after I try to translate in English, however it's not as easy, ugye a nemzeti meg a nacionalista között. Nationalist and national. But I think it's so hard to interpret this issue, and as a kind of meanings to these two issues, the one of them, the nationalist, is who attack somebody or somebody's in this sense, and the national who defend, protect, typically his own national interest. Therefore, this is a question, or how do you see, in this sense, they were against the nationalists and or against nationals? However, in the later part of your presentation, you also use the word patriot. I think maybe in this word, it can express nowadays typically the distinguishment between these two categories. What is your position?
Yes, no,
So
my personal position, and I think also the position of the authors I dealt with, is they are against an aggressive nationalism in order to reject other cultures somehow. Anyhow, I think when I was reading, for instance, Ignaz Seipel, he was, I think, the most theoretical one who focused on these items. What is a nation? What is a nemzet? I read, of course, a nemzet, the Hungarian word. If we focus, for instance, on János Linsky, who had, I think, a very original definition of the nemzet, of the nation, because he didn't so much from a cultural way, but more from a political way. But he considered that the nation, nemzet, where everybody who had a contribution to the common good and to the common state. So it was like broader and not so much focused on ethnical points of view. So I think actually all the authors I dealt with are not against, not even cultural, national, cultural national thinking, or to be also proud of belonging to a certain nation, but they were against of rejecting other cultures and other people, which is of course somehow connected to the pan-German movement also, because we had on the one hand we had the pan-European one, and then the other one we had the pan-German one. And we know that the pan-German one, those who followed it were perhaps preparing afterwards those issues what happened with National Socialism. And we can also say the socialist thinkers like Otto Bauer, for instance, was a supporter of the pan-German idea. And Seipel rejected this pan-German idea, focusing on a pan-European one. So I think a summary of what I said is nation is an important issue, and to be proud to belonging to a nation, also in the sense of having a common culture, a common language, which is an interesting point, but not to reject or to put it on a to high level, on a level which is making harm or to other nations. I think this is the idea.
Thank you for your answer. Thank you, Professor Albahiri. Professor
Yeah.
Szilágyi,
Sorry.
another question?
Yeah, it's after your inspiring presentation and your reflection, my hypothesis is that the nation concepts they are differ from country or nation to nation. You know what are the components of the given
Yes.
nation ideology or concept of a given country is differ. Maybe that is why maybe so
Also,
hard to.
yeah, yes. I think you're right. There might be a big research also on the concept of nation. What do we understand on this concept? And so we will find that there are different approaches. Mainly also Hungarian thinkers. I think I have the impression.